Hello and welcome to an India Today special broadcast that comes to you from the high altitude Kargil War Memorial in Dras. I'm Gaurav Sawant. President Ramnath Kovind, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, leads the nation in paying respects, tribute and homage to the braves who made the supreme sacrifice of their lives in the 1999 War of Kargil. Over the course of the next half hour, we get you details of the celebrations and the resolve that is being taken to protect India's territorial integrity at all costs.
Any action by the adversary will be met with resolve, courage, and bravery unparalleled in the history.
याद करते ही उन लम्हों को रोम रोम मेरा सिहर जाता है। कैसे एक सिपाही बस तिरंगे के लिए मिट जाता है।
Tiger Hill, Tololing, 0.4875, Khalubar, Jubar. There are countless tales of unparalleled valor where our braves pushed the Pakistan army across the line of control and in many instances made the supreme sacrifice of their lives to achieve that aim. Army Commander Northern Command, Lieutenant General Y.K. Joshi, was fighting in this war, a war hero himself. Now he led a motorcycle rally from the Northern Command headquarters in Udhampur to the Kargil War Memorial at Dras. What was the aim? What was achieved? Let's find out in this special report that I filed riding along with the army team from Udhampur to Dras, a distance of 350 kilometers.
Sir, how's the Josh?
This is truly a historic occasion. This is celebrating 22 years of India's victory over Pakistan in the Kargil War, celebrating 50 years of India's victory over Pakistan in the 1971 war, and 75 years of India's independence. To mark this occasion, you have 75 motorcycles riding into the Dras War Memorial through South, Central and North Kashmir across the Zojila Pass into Dras. And these motorcycles are being led by Lieutenant General Y.K. Joshi, Army Commander Northern Command, himself a Kargil war hero. With a loud roar, 25 motorcycles left the Dhruva War Memorial on an approximately 350-kilometer long journey from the Northern Command headquarters at Udhampur to the Kargil War Memorial at Dras. The team of army motorcyclists is being led by Lieutenant General Yogesh Kumar Joshi, Army Commander Northern Command, a Kargil war hero himself. General, what's the aim of this exercise?
Gaurav, it's very important that the brave soldiers of the Indian Army who have sacrificed their life for the country are not only recognized, but also remembered, and also they continue to remain a big inspiration for the current and the future generations of the country.
I had covered the war 22 years ago, and it is a privilege to ride along with the braves, reporting what many soldiers on this journey describe is a pilgrimage to the Kargil War Memorial at Dras. We are on the national highway during the Kargil war, and of course even now during the standoff with China at the line of actual control. This highway played a very critical role in sustaining our troops at those heights, and that is why just now there is a task that is underway, which is widening this highway, making more bridges. The 350-kilometer long journey passes through the Chinani Nashri tunnel, described as a boon for all-weather military movement from Jammu to Kashmir and Ladakh, not only easing traffic but also cutting down on travel time. The roar of the motorcycles in the tunnel has to be heard to be believed. The roughly 11-kilometer long tunnel has reduced the distance by approximately 40 kilometers. It has also cut down travel time by more than 2 hours. But the real game changer along the Udhampur-Srinagar National Highway is the Banihal-Kazigund Tunnel. This 8.5-kilometer long tunnel has been built at a cost of approximately 2,100 crore rupees. The biggest advantage of this tunnel for soldiers will be bypassing not just the old tunnel but also the Shaitan Nala, which is prone to snowfall and becomes difficult to negotiate in the monsoon. This is the first major symbol of change visible at the tunnel entry point. Little children smiling and waving the tricolour proudly. There was a time where there'd be fear on these streets in South Kashmir, but now you have all these youngsters waving the tricolour, and with me are some young school children. What's your name? What class are you in?
Sir, I'm in 9th class and my name is Dar Fayaz.
And what do you want to do in life?
Sir, I want to become a doctor.
You want to become a doctor?
Yes, sir.
You have big dreams. So
Yes, sir.
where are you studying and what are you studying?
Sir, I'm studying biology. So, physics or chemistry. It is my own profession. मतलब मुझे इनमें बहुत ज़्यादा interest है इन 3 books में.
The army commander is confident that the situation is improving and peace will be lasting. On this journey with the army commander is Lieutenant General D.P. Pandey, the Kashmir Corps commander, whose forces have played a key role in stabilizing the situation, not just along the line of control in the Kashmir area, but also in the hinterland. He spoke to India Today about the security scenario, both along the line of control and in the interiors of Kashmir. General, what's the security situation at this point of time?
Yeah, I think all parameters of security are very clear indicators that there is a durable peace on. The parameters of violence are absolutely down, virtually about 40 to 50% of previous year.
Does this also send out a signal that the armed forces completely in control? I mean, no armored vehicles, none of that required, riding on motorcycles all the way across Jammu and Kashmir to Ladakh.
Yes, it brings about the stability and the dividends of peace, which we must carry forward together.
Dividends of peace is the attempt. This motorcycle rally now moves forward from Srinagar, crossing the Zojila Pass at 11,600 feet. All the riders here, soldiers of the Indian Army, will now embark on a journey to send across that big message. The roar of the motorcycles are there for all to hear. Even young soldiers having served in the valley before are surprised seeing this change. We are now heading towards Zojila, one of the most dangerous mountain passes at an elevation of 11,649 feet above sea level. This is one of the most treacherous parts of this highway. With me is Major Kajal, the only lady officer who's riding along in this motorcycle rally. Ma'am, how has the experience been?
It's a great experience. Like we've started our ride yesterday, and we started from Udhampur, and yesterday we had halted at Srinagar. But the ride was excellent and adventurous too. A lot of challenges en route because of the terrain what we have come through, and of course the weather. But then weather gods were kind enough yesterday. Let's see how it plays up ahead.
We've now reached Zojila. The Kargil War Memorial at Dras is about 2 hours away from here. We are now entering Ladakh, a very powerful signal that goes out with the army commander and the 3 corps commanders all together entering Ladakh, of course, with this huge now entourage. So 75 motorcycles, 25 that came from Karakoram, the others that came from Srinagar and from Jammu. So 75 motorcycles now right together into the Kargil War Memorial at Dras. With Lieutenant General Y.K. Joshi, Army Commander Northern Command, are the co-commanders of Nagrota, Srinagar and Ladakh Corps. And yet, no armoured vehicles and no multi-tiered security on the road. The army says this is reflective of the change that is taking place on ground. After a ride of more than 350 kilometers, the army commander and the bikers have reached the Kargil War Memorial at Dras. They paid homage to the brave soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice of their lives, protecting the integrity of India. It's been 22 years since the victory over Pakistan in Kargil, and the guns have long fallen silent in this sector. But the threat remains in Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh on multiple fronts. The journey that started from the Northern Command in Udhampur has now concluded at the Dras War Memorial. Message of this journey is very clear. It is one, to pay homage to our braves who made the supreme sacrifice of their lives to protect the integrity of our country. There is another message, a message to India's adversaries. Should they try any misadventure, there will be consequences. And whether it's a Jawan or a general, they have the same spirit, the same gusto, the same willpower to come on top and defeat any enemy. With cameraman Kripal Singh at the Dras War Memorial, Gaurav Sawant for India Today. The first victory in Kargil came on the night of 12-13 June 1999, where Major Vivek Gupta made the supreme sacrifice of his life in an attempt to push back the Pakistani infiltrators and intruders from the Tololing height. India emerged victorious, and subsequently, one after the other, in multiple battles in the Kargil sector, Pakistan was defeated. But the threat remains, not just at the line of control, but now also at the line of actual control. It's only the unparalleled valor of our braves that continues to protect the territorial integrity of our nation. But the threat, both at the line of control and at the line of actual control, remains.
Any action by the adversary will be met with resolve, courage and bravery unparalleled in the history.
I didn't want to take out my phone.
It's been 22 years since the victory over Pakistan in Kargil, and the guns have long fallen silent in this sector. But the threat remains in Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh on multiple fronts. India shares a 200-kilometer long border with Pakistan in Jammu. Then a 770-kilometer long line of control from Akhnur to point NJ9842, and then another 110-kilometer long actual ground position line near the Soltoro Ridge line ahead of the Siachen Glacier. Since early May last year, there has been a state of heightened tension with China along the 800-kilometer plus long line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. From the Kargil War Memorial at Dras, the signal to India's adversaries was clear.
Operation Vijay is a testimony that the Indian Army will never compromise on the integrity and sanctity of our territory. Neither it has done in the past, nor will it allow in the future. Any action by the adversary will be met with resolve, courage, and bravery unparalleled in the history.
The threat is not restricted to Ladakh alone. Riding along with the army commander was Lieutenant General D.P. Pandey, the Kashmir Corps commander. And speaking exclusively to India Today, he said, though the LOC was silent for now, terror launch pads are full.
We have got indicators of launch pads being full, but there has been no attempt from the other side to carry out infiltration. It's a great indicator for both peace and stability on either side of LC, but we are on a guard, we are on watch. Any mischief will be dealt with absolutely the way it is supposed to be.
As the motorcycles roared into Ladakh, the roar of the Indian soldiers shouting Bharat Mata Ki Jai was louder for all adversaries to hear. How can man die better than facing fearful odds for the ashes of his fathers and the temples of his gods? For the families, for the next of kin, this Kargil War Memorial at Dras is a temple. It's a pilgrimage. They and the entire nation pay respects to these 527 braves who made the supreme sacrifice of their lives to ensure India's tricolor continues to fly high and we hold our heads high.
There wasn't a dry eye as the valor of our braves was recounted 22 years after the victory over Pakistan on the icy jagged peaks at Kargil, Dras, Batalik and Mushko Heights. Dr. Neha Dwivedi was a young child when her father, brave Major C.B. Dwivedi, made the supreme sacrifice of his life during the Kargil War of 1999.
Every time that I come here, I breathe in this air. It feels like a big warm hug from my father, Major C.B. Dwivedi, Sena Medal. It feels like I'm back to being a 12-year-old who kept waiting for a father to come back home and he couldn't. I guess it's just the feeling of being in the place where he breathed his last.
And she's not the only one. Several family members of the braves visited the Kargil War Memorial at Dras and saw names of their brave kin etched in the Wall of Fame. Thousands of lamps were lit to honor the braves and relatives read out poems to recount their valor.
बेटे के इंतजार में फौजी की मां ने मरती देखी है, छोड़ कर चले गए इस दुनिया ने वे शहीद, उनकी वर्दी हैंगर में टंगी देखी है. पापा घर आवेगा, पापा घर आवेगा, वह बेटी पूरे मोहल्ले ने बतावे थी, पर के बेरा था उस बाप की बॉडी तिरंगे में लिपटकावेगी, तिरंगे में लिपटकावेगी. जय हिंद.
याद करते ही उन लम्हों को रोम रोम मेरा सिहर जाता है. कैसे एक सिपाही बस तिरंगे के लिए मिट जाता है. क्या मंजर होगा कारगिल तेरा जब दुश्मन का तुझ पे साया था. कैसे जान देकर भी लड़ा वो सिपाही, ना जाने क्या जोश उसमें समाया था.
There were also celebrations by those who were victorious in battle. Young soldiers are now senior commanders and veterans. Subedar Sanjay Kumar, Paramveer Chakra awardee, is an instructor at IMA Dehradun, teaching tactics of war to the next generation of warriors.
Subedar Major Yogendar Yadav and Subedar Sanjay Kumar, both incidentally are now instructors, teaching, coaching, guiding next generations of warriors of the Indian Armed Forces.
Neither Pakistan nor China acknowledged their fallen soldiers, but even 22 years after Kargil, a victorious Indian army and a grateful nation remember India's braves who gave up their today for our tomorrow. With Gaurav Sawant in Dras, Bureau Report, India Today.
Women have been recruited for the first time in the Indian Army in other ranks, and for the first time a small contingent of Corps of Military Police personnel, women police personnel, have been deployed here at the Kargil War Memorial. I spoke to some of these young women police personnel and they are extremely excited about being deployed here and their role ahead in the Indian Army. Years of India's victory over Pakistan in Kargil. What's unique this year is also the fact that for the first time, women military police personnel have been deployed at the Kargil War Memorial at Dras. When you talk about women empowerment, these 4 women police personnel of the Indian Army are actually role models. They've just undergone their training. Their training is now over and they've been deployed. With me is Lance Naik Sunita. Lance Naik Sunita, आपसे जानना चाहूंगा कि आपका यहाँ क्या टास्क रहने वाला है और आप सेना में क्यों भर्ती हुई?
हमारा टास्क है हमें यहाँ विक्ट्री फ्लेम के साथ ड्रिल करते हुए विक्ट्री फ्लेम को अमर जवान तक पहुँचाना है।
आपको विक्ट्री, और आप सेना में क्यों भर्ती हुई?
सब हमें सेना में पहले से ही हमें गर्व था कि यूनिफॉर्म पे ही हमें प्राउड है सब।
तो यूनिफॉर्म पहनने की इच्छा थी। लांस नायक विराट चौधरी भी हमारे साथ हैं। आप सेना में क्यों भर्ती हुई और आपका अनुभव अब तक का कैसा रहा है?
सेना में भर्ती होने का सर पहले से ही जुनून था और सर अनुभव यहाँ का अब तक तो हमारी फर्स्ट पोस्टिंग जो थी वहाँ इतना कोई अनुभव नहीं था जितना यहाँ कारगिल पे वॉर मेमोरियल पे आने के बाद इतना अनुभव हुआ है सर। यहाँ बहुत कुछ सीखने के लिए मिला है सर।
बहुत कुछ सीखने के लिए मिला है। इट्स एक्सट्रीमली एक्साइटिंग एज फार एज द आर्म्ड फोर्सेस आर कंसर्न्ड बिकॉज इट्स ऑल अबाउट वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट। लांस नायक गौरी, आपकी ड्यूटीज आर्मी में क्या है?
लॉ एंड डिसिप्लिन कायम रखना है हमारी ड्यूटीज और हम ट्रैफिक मैनेजमेंट ऐसे ड्यूटीज करते हैं सर। सिविल में पुलिस क्या काम करते हैं ऐसे डिफेंस में हम करते हैं सर।
अच्छा, क्या पुरुषों की ड्यूटीज और महिलाओं की ड्यूटीज में लांस नायक स्मृति कोई अंतर है?
नो सर, जैसे मैन काम करते हैं वैसे हम वुमेन भी सेम है। हमारा जेंडर भले ही अलग अलग है लेकिन हम काम इक्वली करते हैं। सो मेरा मानना है कि मैन और वुमेन में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है, दोनों एक जैसे ही और दोनों को इस फौज में रहने का पूरा हक है।
और एक बहुत सम्मान की बात है, इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ ग्रेट प्राइड दैट दीज 4 women police personnel will actually be a part of the ceremonies that will be conducted here at the Dras War Memorial. Subedar Sundaresan was a part of Operation Vijay in the Kupwara sector, also joins me on the broadcast. Subedar साहब, if we were to talk about the training, दोनों की ट्रेनिंग में पुरुषों की और महिलाओं में क्या कोई अंतर है रहने में, लाइंस में, क्वार्टर गार्ड में या ड्यूटीज में?
ओनली जो लिविंग है सर उनका वो सेपरेट है सर, बाकी जो ड्यूटी करेंगे हमारा साथी करेंगे सर। जो ट्रेनिंग है सेम एज इट इज।
तो जो ट्रेनिंग सेंटर है आपका बेंगलोर में, उसमें जो ट्रेनिंग थी पुरुषों की और महिलाओं की, उसमें कोई फर्क
नहीं सर? सेम ट्रेनिंग है।
Absolutely no difference in training or standards when it comes to Corps of Military Police. These young ladies, they're pioneers, young women police personnel, they're pioneers, and this experiment will actually empower several others to join the Corps of Military Police in the Indian Army. The valor of our braves continues to inspire generations of soldiers. The attempt is now to take tales of this valor to inspire generations of fellow Indians. That is all we have time for on this India Today special broadcast from the Kargil War Memorial in Dras. Many thanks for watching.